Yeah, the streets was my sensei. I sold them, rap about it on my mixtape. I had respect, but I gained more.
From the home of the Mariners since 1999, T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Seattle Mariners. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Boston Red Sox come into Game 4 of this series with a chance to sweep. That's something that's not easy to do at this level against any opponent, Chris.
Well, you know these players are feeling really good showing up to the ballpark today. Warm-ups, batting practice, everyone's smiling, bouncing around, and they don't want to change anything that's helped get them the wins in the first 3 games. A big opportunity today, and they'll try to keep those positive vibes going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. First pitch moments away, and today's starting pitcher, Bryce Miller. What do you look for here?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Vaughn Grissom batting with one down, takes a strike. 1 out, bases empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Next to hit, Masataka Yoshida.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. Devers, multi-time All-Star, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That's a hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. That one ripped but foul. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. First and second, 2 down. And we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Boston strands a pair. Now it'll be the M's turn. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Here's Josh Rojas. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
Out to short. Story zips it to first. 1 up, 1 down. And now for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. Just 1 hit and 13 at bats for the series. On the ground, out to short. Slings it across, and the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, you know, with 2 out and nobody on, it's going to take something special to get a run across. So why not? You got some pop. Swing for the fences.
Late on that fastball.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Two out, space is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Mariners go down quietly there, scoreless after 1. New inning getting started. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Enmanuel Valdez. And fires in a fastball at 95. Bounce to the right side. And I don't know what's going on there, but he's safe at first.
Boog, not sure how we analyzed that one, so let's just chalk that up to maybe a big thumb. Okay, we won't mention it again.
Moving under this one. Squeezes it. Here's Reese McGuire. And there's a foul ball. This one popped up. Under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Now the 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And the Red Sox leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Crawford back to work. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder if Rusty's his actual name or just a nickname.
Yeah, no clue. And up next for Seattle, Luke Raley. That one's in there. 0-1.
Anyways, Rusty's got a good zone, very good on the corners of the plate, but he'll give pitchers a little bit above the letters and below the knees if they're earning it.
Late that time, and it's strike 2. And a swing away. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
0-0 here in the bottom of the second. That one hammered center field. That's back there. Off the batter's eye and gone. That was blasted to the moon. 3rd home run of the season, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Ty France. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
This one smacked out to left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That is the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. Back at T-Mobile Park, top half of the 3rd inning, and now it's going to be Jarren Duran in the air out towards left center. And there's one away. Here's the second baseman, Vaughn Grissom. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. The Red Sox down by a run. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fastball for a strike. This one high in the air to left center. Rodriguez settles under it. Brings it in, and a couple of quick outs. And stepping in for Boston, Masataka Yoshida. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Raley moving under it and makes the grab. And that is that. Back in Seattle as we go to the last of the 3rd. Now batting Mitch Haniger. Now a fly ball to right center. Duran sizes this one up. Makes the grab, one down. Here's Luis Urias. 1 run batted in yesterday. Their only run of the game. He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty. Strike 2.
Go ball. 2 strike.
Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike 3.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Base knock center field. And that extends the inning.
Waste no time there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up, playing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Righty to the plate. They say a win.
Oh, 2.
Rojas, the runner at first with 2 gone. And down on strikes. That's the inning. Mariners lead 1, but they're on top 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Rafael Devers. And the right-hander back to work.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age. Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
High fly ball out to left field. Raley makes the grab for the second out. So now the DH spot, Enmanuel Valdez. Foul ball. Valdez, 25 years old. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Rodriguez makes the grab, and that's the inning. Bottom of the 4th, and now for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. That one ripped right center field, and that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He drove that ball very well out to the deep part of the field, and you may be surprised he didn't get a double out of it, but I'll tell you, they did a great job of getting that ball back into the infield right away. It might have been the right call to hold him at first. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now it's going to be Cal Raleigh. Pitch out, but no action. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings and misses. Yeah, the count 1-2. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Kicks and fires. Out to center. Under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. He's already homered here in this one. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Rodriguez off of first with 2 away. And that one finds its way through. Oh, he throws it away. And that keeps the inning alive.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Grissom. The throw to first. Inning over. Mariners leave a couple, but they hold a 1-0 lead. And we're back. Here's Tyler O'Neill. There's the strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Popped up. France hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Oh, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. Instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Swung on, popped up left side. Urias has this one sized up. Makes the catch, inning over. Nothing doing for Boston, and it remains 1-0.
Trust me when I tell you no exceptions to the...
We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Mitch Haniger. Crawford back to work. Fought off foul. The pitch. And that is cut on and missed. 0-2.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Out there to center. Duran drifts towards it. Hauls it in for the out. Luis Urias up next for the Mariners. Hit hard on the ground to short. Whips it to first. Play is made, 2 out. And now Josh Rojas, 1 for 2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's into the gap. And that's going to roll to the wall. Rojas into second, and he's got a double. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit.
J.P. Crawford.
Swings through that one.
No ball. 1 strike.
Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
And the righty deals. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. So a 2-out double, but they don't score. 5 innings complete. It's the Mariners 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Back at T-Mobile Park, all set for the top of the 6th. Now batting Jarren Duran. This one in the air center field. Rodriguez settles under it, and there's 1 down. Vaughn Grissom digs in now. Fouled off. He was late. Bases empty, 1 away here in the finale of this 4-game set. And that one in the air center field. Rodriguez has a beat on it. Snags it for the 2nd out. Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Mariners 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Back back in Seattle. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth. And leading off the bottom of the sixth, Julio Rodriguez. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Here's something cool, Boo. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdome. Came back the year, we were Park. It's a beautiful, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. So man aboard. Next to hit, Cal Raleigh.
Boo, you have any memorable hit-by pitches yourself? Maybe high school, college?
No, but I almost did get decapitated by a foul ball at Old Tiger Stadium. Right-hander kick steals. And that one is lifted in the air. Durant makes the grab, one away. Luke Raley, the next to hit. Move to first. Rodriguez gets back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. One-run game, one out, one on. And a swing and a miss. That's the second out.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice two-strike pitch, though.
Pickoff throw, and he's back in easily.
One ball.
It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball one. And the right-hander deals. Swung on, belted. That's back there. It has the distance gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0.
A hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that, and right there he made him pay.
So two down. Ty France up next for the Mariners. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
Bases empty, two away, but 2 runs are in here in the bottom of the sixth. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike two. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Brennan Bernardino getting loose out there. Winkowski getting cranked up as well. Here's the 0-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. 2 come in on this Seattle homer. It's now 3-0. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. A gigantic blast. His 8th of the series, and they inch closer. It's 3-1. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat.
But a guy's got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Now batting Tristan Casas.
Get on base here and keep building off this momentum. They're getting closer, but they still got some work to do.
Splits the plate. 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And he beats the throw. He's safe. And next for the Red Sox, Enmanuel Valdez. And that one fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And a swing and a miss. One away.
Gosh, here it is, hit it. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastball.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. He'll take a trot around the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and we have a tie ball game. It's 3-3. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
In the air, right side. Haniger sizing it up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. And it's fouled away. 2 outs. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Haniger pulls it down, and that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We're tied now with 3 apiece. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Josh Winkowski.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Haniger stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Swing and a miss. Slider right there.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
The pitch comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop 3rd strike.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Throws to first in time. Now it's the Mariners DH, Josh Rojas. Fouled off to the right. All tied up. You're the bottom of the 7th. Fly ball center field. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. And the inning is over. Ready to begin the 8th. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. There's the strike. So he's back out to begin the 8th. Been a really nice outing for him so far, Singy.
He's thrown the ball really well. Kept hitters off balance, and he's been very efficient with that pitch count. But at this point, even though it's been relatively low, you start keeping an eye on it to make sure that he doesn't have any fatigue and injuring himself.
He's in safely at 3rd as the go-ahead run. And now Vaughn Grissom bunts it back towards the pitcher. Oh, great stop. Played the plate, safe, and they take the lead. Masataka Yoshida getting ready to hit. And a foul ball. Here's 0-1. Up the middle. Finds its way through, base hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out. Rafael Devers up to hit. Liner snagged at 1st.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Sizing this one up. He's got it. 2 away now. So first and second with 2 outs. And now the DH, Enmanuel Valdez. Drops into the glove. And that's the 3rd out. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Red Sox 4 and the Mariners 3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Kenley Jansen.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, 1-run game. And now for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. And the pitch. That one hammered, but pulled foul. And strike 2. Boston's bullpen with some activity. Chris Martin, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Campbell warming up as well. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a swing and a miss. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. So up next, Julio Rodriguez. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Right-handed reliever. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
At the belt and fires. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like. But you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 2 gone.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Raleigh, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. On the ground to first. Takes his earners, set down 2-3. Nobody left for Seattle. Still down a run. It's 4-3. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Into the outfield, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball. Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners.
On the ground, right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it. Here's Trevor Story now. Foul ball there. Right through there for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Settles under this one. And out number 1 on the grab.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up. Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
Urias pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Vaughn Grissom now at the plate. On the ground, right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
A couple of base runners at first and second. That's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily, and they take a 3-run lead.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Rodriguez settles under it, and he makes the catch. And that is that. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the 6 and the Mariners 3. Back at T-Mobile Park, all set for the bottom of the 9th. And stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. And he's out on the tag. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they cut into the lead. It's 6-4. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. And here's the first baseman, Ty France. Left hit. Goes into the corner. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Throw is offline, and he's got a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he can handle. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Haniger swings through it for strike 1. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And out of here. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 6-6. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it.
New pitcher for the Red Sox, Brennan Bernardino.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
And here it comes. Turned down, but that's foul down the third baseline.
Oh, he's ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, at the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a let it
brings it in, and there are 2 down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and we're all even now at 6 apiece. Back after this on the show. on to extra innings. So stepping in for Boston, Triston Casas. Right down to shoot, and that's strike one.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the ninth. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button, try to get some more runs, and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Bounced up the middle. Crawford tosses to first. One away in the top half of the 10th. Lifted in the air, right center field. Haniger sizing it up. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. Here's the catcher, Reese McGuire. Fastball for a strike. Extra innings certainly had a different feel starting in 2020 with a new rule placing a runner on second to begin the inning, and that forced teams to rethink their strategy in it. Well, gonna pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. 2 runs on 1 hit, the 2-run homer. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. Red Sox 8 and the Mariners 6. Back in Seattle, on to the bottom of the 10th. And now for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. And he deals. Line and a base hit into right. O'Neill whips it back in. Lead runner puts the brakes on, so now it's runners at first and third. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. But that comes back to bite him.
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical.
Now this is a rocket to left. And that is a big first out. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Cal Raleigh. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Hard hit, base hit. Runner from third into score. And now they trail by 1.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
2 on, 1 out. And up next for Seattle, Luke Raley. And that one fouled off. With the tying run at second, winning run at first. Here in extra innings. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Throw comes in quickly, and the tying run forced to hold on at third with 1 away.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field. Now a great opportunity to at least tie up this game with.
Oh, this one's blasted high and deep. It's on its way out of here. Ball game. Another homer, and the Mariners walk it off in extra innings.
Grand slam is exciting no matter what part of the game you hit it, but a walk-off grand slam, an incredible finish. Clutch swing of the bat that he'll never forget. Truly special.
And your final 11-8. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Bro, I gotta get sponsored by Elderberry, bro. The literal plant, you know what I'm saying? I look at the guy I heard self-defense, baby. He got some money.